Right, hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome back to some more Grim Dawn. So what are we doing? Return the venom to the Attrition. We still have to find Morgara the Jagged. I don't know. Let's go to the Pine Barrens waypoint and see what we can find. I think we can at least turn in this quest, yeah? Yeah. Any luck with the Manticores? Here's the venom you need. All B. That gland is bulging with venom. A fine sample. As promised, a Manticore blade of your very own. Should serve you well against less friendly humans. And hopefully Chthonians. Hey, you seem to be quite capable. If you're interested in some coin, I've got a hunt I could use some assistance with. So we've got a Manticore longsword, Manticore venom. This augment levels, requires level 40. Okay, so what are you after? This one's a hunt I've personally been struggling with. Local stories speak of an ancient thorned horror known as Old Bloodbriar. As it turns out, some of the stories are true, and Old Bloodbriar has been reported terrorizing the farmers in the homestead. I've managed to find some tracks, but I lost them out in the shaded basin to the south. Might be hiding out in some of the caves out there, but I can't be sure. If you hunt down Old Bloodbriar, I'll see that my superiors back at Homestead hear about your contributions. Heck, I'll throw in a few coins as a bounty. Sure. Alright, so I also apparently have leveled up, so I guess I should contend with that. Oh, right, I've been Form of the Beast, because that's genuinely good. Some pretty good attack speed, damage modifier, and the refresh Untamed Rage, which means I should probably start investing in Untamed Rage. And then we can eventually start working on Nightblade. Okay. Let's head down to the south, but we're going to have to do some serious looping to get there. Oh, that's okay. It's not so bad. Yeah, today's one of those bad head days for me. Got freaking bit by like a gnat or something, and jeez. For whatever reason, my body just reacts to all insect bites with like fire and fury, and I can never tell if it's infected or if I'm just like really rejecting whatever the bite was. Just go this direction. It's throwing me off like super hard. It's making navigating through this forest harder than you'd think it would be. Still want to see somebody take ARPG design. Design? I don't know. Like, would this kind of game work as like a much more standard first-person action game? Maybe? Like, I know that's what stuff like Fallout and Skyrim kind of morphed into and Avowed and whatnot. But I guess maybe part of it is this sort of thing would look very silly in a first-person perspective just because you'd actually be able to like pan your camera down and look at all the enemies that you have to go fight. And you'd realize like just how crowded this map is of just like random encounters. I don't know. Errant thought, I suppose. Yeah, I wanted to turn in that one quest so we could, so we wouldn't have to worry about these things constantly giving me more, let's see, giving me more of their glands. And maybe now they just drop the glands? I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I tried to see a, like, allergen specialist, for, like, to figure out, like, which insects I need to be aware of and, you know, potentially manage. And I was like, yeah, you know, I'm here because of this specific issue. They gave me a generic allergy panel and then, like, acted like I hadn't told them beforehand what I was there for. So I'm still, like, a little cranky about that. I need to go back and do another allergy panel, but it's one of those where it's like, do I go back to the people that effectively ignored me? I feel like if that happened again, I'd probably just be like, no, I'm not leaving until you give me what I actually requested. But then again, I'm sure they would probably charge me for both. Or maybe they'd actually listen this time around. I have no freaking clue. The American healthcare system is bad. Because, yeah, it's not fun going to a doctor for a very specific reason, get tested for an unrelated reason, and then get a bill for, like, you know, a couple $100. Not great. So, yeah, whenever I have this issue pop up, I'm just like, slightly cranky the whole day, because it's just like, what do I do about it? Oh, am I still on veteran mode? I am. That's going to be tricky. Okay. Yeah, I'm toast. She has 300,000 health. Yeah, the regular enemies aren't bad, but the bosses, though. Oof. The Pine Barrens, right? I think so. Okay. What I need to see about is if there's anything that specifically is good at getting rid of status effects in my kit. I can't imagine there is, because I feel like that would be very powerful. We may also want to just look into stacking a bunch of poison resistance, as I probably don't have enough to survive here. I might not have much, if any, poison resistance. Okay. Well, we might as well go through these guys. It does not help that I'm 4 levels below. Yeah, I think I'm just under-leveled, which is not helping my case. This is why I was going into those dangerous domains, because I was hoping I could kind of scale it, or, you know, get the levels I need. But it might be one... Oh, wait, no. But if this game has level scaling, maybe I'm just always supposed to be under-leveled here? I don't know, this part comes off as a little murky. Because yeah, I like level scaling, but if the level scaling is always going to make sure that I'm under-leveled, that's a bit of an issue. Not a hugely unmanageable one, but still problematic. Okay. So I want to take a look at this. Yeah, because this just gives you health. I don't think we have anything that removes status effects. So I'm gonna put the vicious jawbone on. It's not gonna give me survivability, but it'll at least make me do more damage. Oh, that's amulets and medals. Oh. My amulet is old and terrible. Which means I can put the jawbone on it. Because I can always just get rid of it. I'll take it. I don't know. I don't think there's really much of a solution here apart from try my best, hit boss. Run circles. Because I'm not faster than them, which is an issue, and that poison is killer. This is where food's an issue. Yeah, it's like, which is the most practical thing for me to do? Hit and run slowly, awkwardly, or just get in there, brawl, and death treadmill. I don't know. It's why I was investing so much, I've been investing so many of my points into health. Just for sheer raw survivability, but God, she hurts. Like, at least the poison damage is wrecking her. Damage resistance and everything. I guess let's just go take a look at my components.
I do the best I can with what I've got.
Okay. So, poison and acid resistance. So, anti-venom salve. Yeah, looks like that's that. Problem is I have no idea if I have any, but that's okay. I know this is kind of silly, but I'm not using those anyway. So now my poison resistance is hopefully a hell of a lot better. I guess while we're here, I'm not going to be able to get rid of everything. But at least I can get rid of those. I'll come back and sell the rest later. It's not a huge priority. Alright. Oh, whoop. Okay, so the poison is no longer an issue. An inconvenience, sure. But it's that tail strike that does a ton of... Never mind. Okay. So, like, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. We're... Oh, it's got a really stinky bleed. Is that what's going on? Yeah, that teleport strike freaking hurts. Well, on the plus side, I win every battle of attrition in this game. Yeah, she also has a bleed. Which may be part of what's killing me. Yeah. I'm so jacked up for poison resistance that I guess I'm missing the bleed. There might be other things. What if there's like a combat log where I can actually see how much damage I'm taking from what sources and why? Because that actually would be really helpful. I know MMOs have that, and it's like kind of huge sometimes. A lot of roguelikes have that, which is a big one for me. Well, she's dead, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so axe is... and not really amazing for me. Yeah, all of these aren't good fits, but that's okay. Yeah, they've said that they're actually going to be updating it, so that you can now dodge away from your character, not towards your cursor. Like they're coming up with a patch for that, and I am very thankful, because that otherwise is going to be a bit of a pain. Let's see. Yes, I don't know how big this area is. It's got a lot of stuff. Because, yeah, we're still looking for Old Bloodbriar. Oh. Do I need food? No, I guess my constant death death treadmilling has made it so I don't need more food. So I don't see where the meal is. Oh, it's this thing. I like the idea. I like the idea of the meal system, but I don't know. I guess it makes sense you're not like cheesing things by like running around and letting natural regen just heal you back up. Feels like in that you should just have enemies that have like good gap closers. I guess that is its own issue because then kiting builds don't work at all. Oh, we found a random cave. I guess we go in? I guess we go in. Watch this be a dangerous domain. It's not. It's Bloodbrier's lair. And I'm not hugely underleveled. So I might be okay here. The other thing I might want to do, considering everything scales with level, we may also want to just go visit a bunch of those, like, fight shrines for some quote-unquote easy loot. Because I bumped myself up to veteran, but I'm still running around with some, like, older gear and equipment. Oh, it is assuredly bleed that will destroy me. Well, at least this guy has, like, no good gap closers. And he's actually almost dead. So that's good. Well, that was comparatively easy. And yeah, it is actually worth opening up all of these, like, random little chests as we go by. Now, what else do we have here? Oh, wait, that was an old Bloodbriar. That was just a random... Oh, that was just a random champion. This is old Bloodbriar. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm just going to keep a distance. Looks like there's a deeper cave, too. Yeah, I think I just want to back off periodically, let the poison stacks go down. Let my health regen a little, and get my potion back. I can beat this guy. But I think because I've spec'd hard into bleed, I should have a decent number of, like, decent amount of bleed resist. If I die here, it's going to be very funny. Nope, we're good. Now, this is a dangerous domain. No, it's not. Well, when in France? I was going to say when in Rome, but this doesn't look like Rome, whereas... I guess France just has crypts. So what country is this? I don't know. Unfortunately, I'm not the quickest on my feet. And so I can't remember which European country has, like, a lot of caves. Bone Slicer of Alacrity. Well, the one thing is the glaive is technically not amazing for me. Because this gives me rip and tear. And a lot of extra bleed damage. So I think I'm going to stick with it. Because yeah, I don't actually know if I trust the DPS statistics. Because that might just be for raw damage as opposed to, like, my bleed effects and other things. And considering my entire build is about stacking bleed. And also dual wielding, though I haven't been leaning too hard into it. Sir, stop hanging out in the poison pool, of which you are completely protected. Still wish, I mean, I don't know, I'm a huge proponent of every game having it so that enemies can and will take friendly fire. It's very fun when you see, like, enemies toss, like, a big AoE and just light each other up. Okay, so, unfortunately, missed the... There's, like, something back here, and I kind of want to check it out. Oh. Hell of a lot of spiders. This is, since I'm feeling underleveled, probably am underleveled, and I'm definitely a little undergeared. I want to venture through as much of this as possible. There's a boss. I should make sure I'm good. So we have a ton of poison resistance, which I'm hoping is helping a lot here. I'm seemingly tanking through her. I'm noticing a lot of fumbles, but the bleed damage seems to be very good. Yeah, that mostly worked out. Mostly, that absolutely worked out. Okay. For that, gets me a devotion point, which I should definitely look into devotion points, because I'm pretty sure I have a couple. I have 4. Okay, so we've got a couple of options. We still want to go for this guy. I need more purple. So this one gives me... Oh. Rude? I killed your leader. Go away. Okay. So. The fox gives me flat bleed and a bunch of bleed damage, and some health regen, and some lifesteal, but gives me no purple. This guy gives me bleeding damage, but it seems to be kind of split for pets. Owl gives me bonus to everything. So the owl is actually kind of good in a way, because I also do plan on going into Frostburn. So that's a good option there. Yeah, that's bleeding resistance. So it's really, do we go for this guy? Because, yeah, what do I want for this dude? No, he's good for pets. We don't care about him. This is also a mix of bleed for me and for pets. It is very good, though. So he has a howl, bleeding damage, increases attack speed, but bonus to all pets. Eh. The Huntress seems quite good, but I actually need some red from it. Oh, but the Berserker will get me some red. That's just a ton of purple. Living Shadow may also, we know Living Shadow summons things, right? It does have bleed, so like there are reasons to go for kind of a pet build. I don't know what that sound effect was. Hopefully I didn't just freaking die. Off camera. That would be very embarrassing. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else could I invest into. Because if I want this guy, yeah, we just need a little bit more purple. It's poison and acid damage. Don't care deeply about it. So everything that is purple is kind of over here. What's this knife? Oh, just physical and pierce damage. So yeah. Because that way we can start investing in this dude. But I have no resources. Yeah, do not know what that sound effect was, and it is fine. I really wish I could break rocks in these caves. Like, I understand why they're there, but that doesn't stop them from being a nuisance. Maybe if the rocks disappeared after you've killed every monster, that'd do it. Okay, where are we now? Oh, pretty close to where we were at, actually. Okay. So the one problem I guess I do have with investing super hard into bleed is the damage converted to health probably doesn't scale off of that. So it does impact my healing abilities a little. A lot, really. And I could see that being maybe an issue later. I don't know, it depends. I'm assuming once I get like a bunch of purples, we can start doing some crazy things with builds. Like anything that lets me absorb blood. Well, I mean, absorb bleeding damage as health would be huge. That's got to exist. Can't imagine you wouldn't have that as a potential build option. Do we have another cave? Looks like we do. I don't see oh, I see the entrance now. Do we just go in? Sure. Though if it's a dangerous zone, I think I just leave. Wait. No, I've been here. What? Oh. I am confused. Oh, because the previous dungeon I was in dropped me in a hole that landed me there. I don't think the bosses respawned in that location, so I'm just gonna leave. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything there. The area is called a Tyrant's Hold. I mean, this is... Oh, it's like an actual location. You know, I think I've been here, now that I'm thinking about it. I got played a little bit further than Homestead, but not much. From what I remember. But it has been a while. Like a long while. So yeah, I don't know. I've been enjoying playing this. It's a very good, like, warm-up game. I do need to get back to Kinetsugami, and maybe I'll try and go record the last couple episodes of that in the next day or two. Fortunately, my schedule has just been messy. I've been... I mean, I guess I can talk about it since I'm actually done. But one of my big pet projects for the last month was I randomly was like, you know what? I've never actually done like a tabletop RPG adventure zine. And decided, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to give it a shot. Okay, so this is a dangerous domain. Arcovian Docks. Well, it seems pretty small comparatively, so sure. We'll give it a shot. It's the consistent issue. Crossbows. Let's see. But, yeah, I've never made like an adventure module or zine or whatever. I've been GMing tabletop RPGs for like years. You know, pretty much ever since I was in 2nd grade, which was... pushing almost 30 years at this point? Not quite. 2nd grade would have been when I was like, what, 8, 9, somewhere in there? So, yeah, it's been a while. It'll be 30 years in... Okay, yeah, it's been 28 years. That's pretty close. And so it's one of those where, like, I don't know, I just had never gotten around to it because it just never seemed like something I was skilled enough for. But now I'm like, I mean, professionally trained artist, been running games forever, have tons of different systems to play around with. Sure, let's make one in Mothership. And so I've got like a little Mothership adventure zine out. And that's been like a ton of work, but like in a good way. Chains of Oberon? Huh. You don't usually see things that are that kind of like pale yellow. This thing. Oh, Oleron. So it's chest armor bonus. Kind of good. Let's see. But yeah, I did it specifically for the Appendix N game jam on itch.io. Because, I don't know, I figured it seemed fun, it seemed very limited, and the way the game jam worked was you're given, like, a title for a, kind of like one of those schlocky, pulp sci-fi fantasy novels that you see on, like, old bookstores with a, like, goofy-looking, cover art and, like, the worn covers and whatnot. And so we were supposed to make something like that. And so mine was, like, the Still of Touchstone Station, and I was just like, well, that's perfect for a Mothership adventure. I've been learning Mothership for entirely unrelated reasons, and so now I'm just going to put that to use. And so I've been putting in just hours and hours and hours into building the adventure, making it look really nice, getting it approved, because you have to, at least for Mothership, you have to go through like an official approval process before you can put the like Mothership logo on it. And so, jorp, let's not be there. There we go. There we go. Bloodhound Greaves. That's probably good. Oh. Of course it's good. I already have it. Yeah, the stats vary slightly, but not hugely enough that I want to. Oh, the Officer's Saber is special and has 100% armor piercing. Okay, fine. My offhand wasn't amazing anyway. I think the rest of this I can kind of ignore. But yeah, 100% armor pierce could actually be really good here. Maybe. We will see. What was I going to say about anything? I don't know. Just been working really hard on that. And so my free time to be recording extra stuff for WanderVods is kind of evaporated. And so it's one of those where it's like, I kind of knew this was going to happen a little bit. Oh, interesting. Area kind of freeform stopped being a dangerous domain. Well, let's go back for the moment. But like, I kind of knew this was going to happen. I don't want to say I'm like at midlife crisis stage of kind of my career, but I've been doing YouTube long enough that I'm starting to like, I think I talked about this, where I'm starting to feel just like a little antsy. It does not help that they keep changing the algorithm, so there was like a scare a month or two ago where like literally none of my videos were getting good viewership and like bombing left and right. And I was like, ah shit. Did the algorithm finally come for me and destroy me? And the answer is nope, actually. You know, we've since pulled out of that funk. And now things are doing fine, actually. Not as good as they used to be. Oh boy. Yeah, I just want to have that safety portal around. Considering this guy, I did about 10k damage to him and he ripped me to shreds. Well, on the plus side, I have this. I think we start putting a little bit back into cunning. Because yeah, I don't think we need spirit for any reason. So we have Veil of Shadow and Pneumatic Burst. Restores health, gives me a bunch of health regen. Yeah, that does actually seem like it would be really good. But not yet. Because I think we want to finish Form of the Beast, Untamed Rage, and maybe Battle Surge. I'd have to look at what max level Battle Surge even does. Because it might be one of those that actively just, it died over here. I see. Yarsh. I'm not doing a whole lot of damage to him. He is doing a hell of a lot of damage to me. Yeah. I think I'm just going to write him off if I can. Because he hurts. And I mean, one option we do have is actually just going full hit and run here. The problem is, he's got a gun and I'm a dog. Wait, I've actually done a ton of damage to him. And he healed a huge chunk of that. Upon killing me. I'm not confident that I'm going to be able to best him. So I think we want to just keep our distance. Run away, really? I'm just going to drop a new portal down. Hope he's forgotten about me. I don't see him in the mix, but he could be in kind of that giant backlog back there. Nope, that's him over there. I think. Hard to tell, there's actually a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, the real trick on that one is honestly to just leave it alone, come back later. I guess I could try and figure out like what his resistances are. or what kind of damage he's doing so I can throw on a bunch of resistance to it. Because yeah, if I suddenly had like a 50% extra resistance to whatever damage he's doing, I probably could tank him. Unfortunately, I think a lot of these guys are immune to my bleed, and that's like severely harming how much damage I do. Well, if I want to, I can actually fix this bridge. I suppose so. Bridge is fixed. I don't know if that does anything for these people. Probably not. Got anything to say about it? Your resolve is impressive, traveler. Where one may see a dead end, you saw potential. The restoration of the bridge will be a boon to many travelers. Yeah, and then you cross the bridge into an utter death trap because this area sucks. Okay, I've restored the bridge, so there's nothing else to do. I do actually appreciate that I can fix those things up. On the plus side with all these skeletons, they're not that tough, so I can kind of slug through them. It just takes a little bit of effort. Okay, do we have anything left? Yeah, we do. This whole northern section. Into this fortress. I guess we just keep fighting these guys? There's no reason not to. Man, the two regular just enemy units are enough to actually threaten me now. Well, we are on veteran mode. People did tell me to go this direction, so, here I am. Now, the boss is still wounded. The problem is he can just insta-get me and heals from it. The bleed damage is good. Like, if he wasn't just capable of one-shotting me, I think we would have a much easier time here. It'd be manageable. Alas. But we know he doesn't follow me for forever, so I'm just gonna wander this direction. Oh, more of Cromley's gang out here. Why? Well, I'm not going to complain too much. There is a lot of lore in this game. I don't know. I originally had some resolve to maybe read it all, but no, I think I'm good. I'm pretty sure it's all like archived on a wiki anyway. Huh. Interesting door. I wonder if it opens. Okay. It went on veteran mode because it said the loot quality would be up by 50%. I guess we've experienced it a little bit with some of the double greens, but I'm not seeing it make like a huge difference. Yeah, it looks like that was it for the dangerous territory. Now it's just kind of whatever's here. Well, that's probably good. Being wildly underleveled and fighting a boss-type monster that can two-shot me is, I just don't have the patience for that. probably stuff on the walls here, but I guess let's just continue on. Because there's something here. It is huge. Yeah, I definitely remember this fortress. I wonder what the dialogue looks like for this game if you've, if you just kind of ignore the plot and just, like, forge ahead. Can you actually just complete every quest? So they're like, hey, I need you to go kill this thing. I already did. Oh, here's your reward. Just rinse and repeat a bunch? Maybe. Because I can't imagine that they have any, like, really meaningful, barriers. Okay, this is a dangerous domain. Well, on the plus side, if I just die in here, I think we just leave. There we go. Do we have anything here? No. Because, I don't really feel like sinking huge amounts of time into dangerous territories. They're good for experience and loot sometimes, but the fact that the enemies are just that much tougher makes them not the most attractive. Okay, let's go this direction. It does not help that a lot of these random little enemies have ranged attacks. Oh, can I not get through there? Oh, but I can get through here. Do we just have... Ow! It does not help when they all in unison shoot me. I have, like, a decent chunk of health, but not as much as I'd like. Okay. Because what is in here? The memory of Wolfrin Bloodbeard. Looks like an axe. Okay, that's actually a quest item. So I guess somebody might have asked me to come out here. Or it has something to do with this whole dungeon. Okay, and I'm seeing a number of these double rare things. So I guess the veteran mode is giving me perks. I just wasn't appreciating it up until now. Okay. And with that section, into this section. Same as the old section. It seems like this actually might have some lore and other things in it. I guess I should probably just get a safety portal down. I said I was going to just leave, but I don't know. There are some reasons to stick around. Let's see. Bring her raiment. Yeah, a lot of these little chests, which seem to be pretty good about giving me at least a decent amount of crafting materials. Yeah, do I see anything that looks necklace-y? Oh, I still haven't made a runestone yet. I should fix that. Yeah, Raider Targe. Yeah, we're not... This is not a shield build. Yeah. A lot of these little guys around here. They're not much. No shrines, no nothing. Well, we do have a deeper level. Got a couple of things. Chest with bad pants. And I'm so glad this has loot filters. Because, oh boy, there's so much stuff. Okay, that looks like a mid-boss. That's a proper... Ooh. No, it was just one. Okay, he's toast. Looks like he was the one that dropped the... No, it's this guy. That's the pyromancer. Oh. And this randomly has dynamite. Oh. Weep. Okay, so frustrating part, I think this guy also has bleed resistance. I'm winning because neither of us can harm each other that much. But it's definitely a little bit of a pain. Yeah, I might want to just throw around points the next time I level up, just to get a couple of those like small activated abilities for their baseline perk. See, I'm not seeing this guy bleed at all. If he is... oh, you know what? It's probably the 4,000 damage there. Level 42, but that's a pretty good amulet for what I'm doing. Kind of. And then obsidian stompers. We lose my speed from the bloodhound greaves. And the bonus bleed damage. I don't know. Maybe. Okay, don't see anything else. I guess we can go down. This has been comparatively less bad. Oh, what? Oh. What? Huh. I have this one section not explored, and that is going to annoy me. I can get back to my portal, though. Let's do exactly that. There we go. Because, yeah, we can go turn in the 2 quests over here. 1 or 2? I think we have both of them. Old Bloodbriar's no more. Well done, the death of that horrid beast will go a long way towards restoring order to the region. My superiors will be pleased to hear of this. You can be sure of it. Glad I could help. Morgara lies dead. Impressive. That beast put one of my men out of commission for a week. Your iron is promised. Now if you're willing, more work for a capable hunter such as yourself. What do you need done? Okay. Let's see. Great spider farmers called... Oh, yeah. Let's see. You have proven yourself against Morgara, I'll give you that, but there are far greater threats out there. Great spider and the farmers called Ungoliax the Gloomweaver as her lair in a cavern somewhere within the shaded basin to the south. Her spawn crawl into the darkest places of the world in order to terrorize the locals and gather food for their ravenous queen. This must end. Destroy the spider queen and I'll see that you're rewarded. She's already dead. You're efficient, I like it. You would do well in the death marks. Got your iron bits right here. Got one last mission if you're up for it. What do you need? Okay, Bloodfeast the Ruthless is a dangerous Drangul that has driven the local Grobles into a frenzy. With the Drangul rallying them under a single banner, the Grobles are becoming a serious threat to the region that cannot be ignored. If you slay a Bloodfeast, then the Grobels should scatter and return to the tribal groups. Bloodfeast makes his home in a nearby rune fort known as Tyrant's Hole to the east. Slay him, and I'll provide you with some rare materials. I already did it. You're a brutal and effective fighter. I'd hate to run into you on a battlefield. Glad to have you on our side. I'll be sure to include you in my report back to Captain Sober and Homestead. Alright. Well, that was convenient. Okay, so let's go back to this portal. The only sucky part is I'm going to have to walk through this entire fort to get back. So maybe I would have actually been better taking the long way outside. I don't actually know. At least we can kind of cut through this section and fight things. So this one was actually worth going through. I appreciate that. Especially because it just has random bits of dynamite for me. Which is good because I'm perpetually low on dynamite. Alright. Oh, and we did level up. Yeah, okay. I'm going to put 1 point into the Pact. I'm just going to put 1 point in all of those. Because the scaling is good. Or scaling those abilities is good. But I don't know if we need it. Better to just have it now. As it may boost my damage a smidge. Yet, honestly, I've been playing a lot of roguelikes, auto-battler roguelikes recently with, like, really extensive, like, DPS reporting. And I honestly wish this had that. It would make some aspects of figuring out how to build my character work. And maybe this is in the game. Maybe I've just missed the DPS meters somewhere. Okay, looks like it can take a much more direct path than it initially followed. That took the long way through. But at least I got something to fight on the way here. Oh. Okay, it's not actually a big dead end, it was just that room. Alright, so now that I've got this... I just wanted to cut through this section of the fort in case there was something like that. Leave no stone unturned-ish. Okay, inventory is properly full at this point. And that is okay. Actually, there is no safe way to descend. That's funny. Ow. Oh, yeah, because there's like a gazillion guys with guns pointed at me. The guys with guns have a habit of lighting me up simultaneously, and that hurts. Okay. Yeah, I think we just loop around, grab this, and then we're done with this region. Dang, that took a while. Oh, that's okay. It would be faster if I wasn't on veteran mode, and I do wonder whether or not... I don't know. I'll have to think about it. So I'm sure veteran mode is one of those that, like, kind of an initial painful buy-in, where, you know, it sucks until you've managed to get your gear to outscale it. Because the enemies only do 15% more damage. These. They're not even worth that much. Okay. And then we go back to Homestead, finally. And I can sell my loot. Store my loot. I don't know if there's really much of a reason to fight these guys, apart from they're here. Oh, hey. At least there's this guy. I always take a free hero fight if I can get it. How do I get in here? Oh, this... Well, that's the emissary. We don't care about him. I already have that journal. What? Oh, well. Okay. So let's go here. Oh, maybe it's shift click? Shift click to move it over. Deathbringer raiment. No. What about these? Apothecary's touch. Good for a multiplayer game. Bad for what I'm doing right now. Fiendbinder's hood. No, that's a leader thing.
I'll hold on to that for you.
Anything else? Yeah, because it's a level 32 metal. No, it's not better. Yeah, so many of these things give percentile bonuses that it doesn't actually seem like a lot of them are worth it. This one seems to be. So it actually changes Ring of Steel, so it has a shorter cooldown and more crit damage. So some of those modifiers, I think, could actually get really, really crazy. Yeah, I'll have to figure out how to remove the jawbone. This one. I think this one's worth it.
What brings you to my forge?
Well, it's not you.
Come see what's left of my
Oh.
wares.
It's all the rest of this stuff. Felt better. Not really. Yeah, my chance to crit is real low, so going for any kind of crit build is probably not worth it.
See you around.
Okay. And let's just go back to Devil's Crossing. Maybe the character to strip items out.
Tinkering is my specialty.
Let's see. Keep item, keep add-on. There we go. And maybe she exists elsewhere, or an equivalent NPC exists in Homestead. But I haven't seen it yet. And that's okay. Alright, well, this has been a fairly good run. We got our ass kicked by one guy, but we kicked a lot of other asses, so that's good enough. I think next up we actually focus on main story progression, because yeah, what else do we have? Return to Quaid to the Rover Camp. Oh. Ulgrim the Homestead. Return to Manovia outside the Arkovian Undercity entrance. That's going to be a pain. But yeah, we should go turn in some quests. But for now, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.